Good morning, guys. I hope you guys have had a really great weekend and stayed healthy and stayed clear of all this corona stuff. It's kind of is what it is, seeing these numbers go up through the roof, and we're just going to do our best to kind of deal with it and everything as we all of our classes migrate to virtual right at the moment. Hopefully, it will be short lived, but we'll see where it takes us. We thought it was going to be short lived, I guess, last year, but we're hoping that it will hold true to the just a few days, and we'll get back to doing some normal activities and stuff. But you guys that are in virtual, you're kind of used to this, so one thing I do want to remind you that if you decide that you want to think about coming back in the spring, that deadline to make an appointment with your counselor is very rapidly approaching. So you need to do that. I want to talk to you guys just a little bit about a new concept as far as the we've been talking about beef for the last I think maybe 2 weeks, and maybe it's just been a week. I'm not sure. But one of the things that we do in ag is learn how to place animals. And one of the ways that I always start young people out is one of the aspects of any contest is we have to write reasons. And those reasons basically define why we placed a set of animals a certain way. And there's a specific format that we utilize in writing reasons. And I'm going to share that with you today. On the sheet that you see on your screen on the right, it's kind of a crutch sheet that I give to young people to try to help them write reasons with, and they kind of just basically fill in the blank. And then on my left, I wrote a set of reasons just a little bit ago, basing it on transportation, and I always start out with things that you tend to know a little bit more about than maybe you do beef animals, and then we'll end up on evaluating some beef animals as we go along. So, um, basically, when you start, uh, writing reasons, you're always going to have four individuals that you're going to place. In this example I have over here, I've got my number one uh, object is an F-250 Ford pickup. My number two is a 10-speed bicycle. The number three item that I have is a Honda four-wheeler. And then my final one is number four, and that is a skateboard. And I wrote up a set of reasons on how I would place them, and I'll kind of read those with you and kind of go along. But and this is the format that I want you guys to write once I give you an assignment that'll be on Google this week. You would start out with, I place this class in what I have there, and you can place them however you want to. This isn't set in stone type stuff. 1, 3, 2, 4, and then I would say in my top pair, I place 1/3, which is the F-250 pickup over the Honda four wheeler. Then I said the F-250 Ford pickup just completely overpowers the class. The big block engine can go 0 to 60 in a matter of seconds. The cab has room for my wife and kids and provides a nice temperature controlled atmosphere. However, this is where you see on your cheat sheet over here is where the grant comes into place. So I'm saying, however, I grant the Honda four wheeler is a lot of fun and can go places that the Ford pickup just cannot go. But I criticize it. You see on your sheet there on the first paragraph, it says criticize. Okay, so now I'm saying, but I criticize the four wheeler for not meeting my needs for comfort and space for my family. Okay, now I go to my middle paragraph. All right, that's this section here now. We're starting over. In my middle pair, you always started out that way. I place 3/2, which is the Honda four wheeler over the 10-speed bicycle. And then I said the Honda four wheeler once again represents sheer power and can move at a very rapid pace. It is excellent to use on hunting excursions and working around the farm. While I grant, I'm coming right here, this is the grant. While I grant the 10-speed bicycle is excellent for exercise, I just criticize it for its lack of power and ability to get me where I am going at a rapid pace. Okay, now I'm coming down here to my third paragraph. This is this one here. In my bottom pair, I placed in my bottom pair, I placed 2/4, which is a 10-speed bicycle and the skateboard. Okay, skateboard was last. In my bottom pair, I placed 2/4. The 10-speed bicycle provides an opportunity for me to get where I'm going without hopefully breaking my neck. It also provides a great opportunity for a fat boy like me to get into shape. While I realize, okay, this is my grant when I said, while I realize a skateboard can be a ton of fun in some circumstances, I criticize it for not being safe for a 48-year-old chubby bald guy to ride. Okay? So then you wrap it up with, for this reason, I place a class how you placed it. Now remember, if you'll notice, every time when I criticize something, I was criticizing about something that it was a positive for the one that won it. Okay, see? But I criticized the four-wheeler for not meeting the needs of comfort and space for my family. While I talked about the Ford pickup, the space and comfort being a positive. So when you criticize, you want to talk about something, whichever one you're choosing over it, it has those traits that you're criticizing the other one for. Okay, so keep that in mind as also. Um, we will do some just kind of fun ones, and probably the very first one that I'm going to have you do is I may do one over pop or candy when I make an assignment here in a little bit, and then I'll actually get into showing you some livestock videos in which I'll show you some principles of evaluating livestock, and then we'll write reasons there. But this week we'll kind of utilize some stuff that you know probably a little bit more about than maybe you do the livestock as a starting place to start writing reasons. So, guys, if you have questions, email me, get a hold of me, and I'll try to further explain. But hopefully, in this video, it kind of gives you an opportunity to understand how to start out writing reasons. Utilize this sheet on the right. It is a good crutch tool to get through writing a set of reasons. Each one of these is a paragraph, starting here to here. Then down here in my middle pair to here is another paragraph. And then the bottom, here's another paragraph. And then you conclude with, for this reason, I place this class however you decide to place it. Okay? Guys, I look forward to seeing how this works out and or seeing them. Make sure that you use good grammar. Read it when you're done. One of the things that a lot of people, when they turn me in reasons, their grammar is so bad that I can't follow what they're saying. So these will be for a grade. So make sure that you have somebody, if you're not a real good grammar person, like I can be sometimes, have them read over it for you. All right. Thanks, guys. And we'll look forward to seeing your assignments. Have a good week.